gotta be. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'll be right here. I promise. Hold on, please. Chat amongst yourselves. Have fun. Have fun. Be merry. Hold on. I am so sorry, but I do not like being late to my own streams. Okay, I'm infamous for changing the damn thing. Oh, thank you, Tina. Thank you so much. Them are my favorite nails I've done. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Laura. Miss Boop. Terry Lynn. Hey, Stanley Cup. Tina. Hey, Patty. Sweet Pea. Okay, I'll get it for you. Hold on one sec. Don't forget I'm live, so don't say nothing crazy. I think that's all of you. Hi, ladies. I'm sorry if I missed anybody. I think my eyeballs are just a little tired. It's really hard for me to be in chats. The letters are just like way too little for me. Hey, Cricket Wireless. I've never seen you before. So good to see you. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Hope you have a great time, Cricket Wireless. We love a good cricket. Hold on, I gotta get my wallet because Pookie, of course, is going to grab me something to eat when he goes outside. Yeah, no, I wanted to come on early and I was like prepared to come on early. That's the worst part. I was prepared for it. But yeah, then I got caught up on the phone and sure as shit, I was running late and then all of a sudden I had to pee like right when the music wanted to stop. I'm like, my goodness. Because I thought it was gonna be even later, to be quite honest. Messing around. But anyway, how is everybody? How is everybody doing? How are we doing this Saturday night? It's been an eventful day for some of us. I did have a premiere earlier. I think it's a good video, right? Like it's something just like me talking about a bunch of everything. So if you wanted to check that out, it's my latest video. So I had a video out today, and I also actually had some bonus footage that I put out today too. So that's a cool video to watch if you want to like get an idea of what Logan Square looks like here in Chicago. Yeah, it's just something I put together a couple months ago and I decided to put it out today. And yeah, it's been an eventful day for sure. An eventful day for sure. Let's see what yous are talking about in chat though. Oh, everyone's just better than peeing on screen. That is very true. That is very true. Hi, Debbie. Did I say hi to you? Hey, sis. Hey, sis. Yeah, everyone's just saying hi, and I love that for us. Okay. Stanley Cup, where are you at? Because instead of seeing your emoji, it tells me hands yellow, heart red. And that usually means you're in another country. Hi, sweet pea. How are you? Thank you for moderating for me too, by the way. I think I have quite a bit of moderators, but you know what? I plan on doing a lot more streaming. Oh, you're here in the US. I wonder why it does that, because usually that's what it means. So I had to ask. I had to ask. Um, Hi, Amanda. I feel like you missed the last live stream. I'm so glad you're here. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. I'm gonna quit. I need to quit pretending that like I remember what I'm saying. Dude, malt liquor smells like trash. Like it does smell like beer, but dude, there's just I don't know. It must be the malt. It must be the malt. I just sniffed your beer, by the way. I didn't put my nose in it. I wouldn't put it in the beer. Should have seen how he looked at me. He was kidding. He knows I didn't put my nose in his beer. And he also knows I didn't put my mouth on it to taste it. So at least he knows I really didn't touch it with any of my body parts. Oh, on the laptop? Maybe that is why. That maybe could be why. So I think this stream we are going to be talking about Shellz, right? And that's my new nickname for her, Shellz the Piggy. Um and we had a little situation where there was someone who not only was very supportive in the community and watching her videos and getting her monetized and things like that, but she also took advantage of everyone financially and totally shit on literally every single one of my friends. I don't have very many friends, and like you shit on all of them. So I hate that for her because I'm pretty angry about it. And after today, I'm definitely angry about it. But the best part is, I have gotten to the point where I am literally embarrassed for this chick. Okay, and her mother and her husband who co-signs it. I'm embarrassed for them. So it's very difficult for me to be angry. The first thing I would like to address is we all seen a comment section today. In that comment section, once I was able to look at the comment without, having the actual comment in the screenshot without it being on a screen and highlighted and things like that, I looked at the original. Someone sent me the original. And it was said in this screenshot, along with the fact that, well, never mind, we'll get into that. One of the things said in this comment that was shown today was that BTU, who I call BB, and I will continue to probably call BB throughout the time that I'm talking about her, she supposedly gave me, I don't know if it was voice chats, I don't know if it was emails. I'm not quite sure like what she was trying to say that BB gave me, but I don't know what she's even talking about. I have no clue. No clue what she's talking about. I was never given anything. I've never been given anything that I've never asked for. And if I ask for something, it's usually a link or a screenshot of something very public. You know what I mean? I've never been, at least I can't say never. I can't say never, probably for the first year, but it was not something people have done with me for many, many years. People don't send me things. Okay. So that is just not true. So there's like number one lie. The number two lie is about this sock account. Anybody, okay, who knows very well that BB and I go back 5 years. She is amongst maybe a handful of women who have stuck by my side through being tortured to not talk to me by many, many people. People going in their DMs and, trying to get them to, no, 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 please. Why do you do that when I'm the one that sits in here? Oh, the bugs are not coming in. It's too cold outside. Um, I'm live. I'm live. Can you open it more though, please, for real? Please, just a little bit more. Hold on. I have. It's funny because he'd be outside, but he loves to mess with the window. And you guys know, if you've been here with me long enough, I love my open windows. I've been saying that for probably for all the years that I've been on YouTube. But he loves to mess with my window, and it's like the air that I breathe every day. Anyway, so she mentions that, oh, you have these screenshots and, you have these things and those ladies, piece things together. I'm not looking at chat, just so you know, because I don't want to lose my train of thought. It's already hard because, my boyfriend is like here. So like he can talk to me at any time. But, um, yeah, like I was never given anything. That's a whole ass lie. I don't even know what that is. I don't know anything about an email or voice memo with glitter, aka Tracy. I don't know why she has a name on YouTube, but okay. Um, and yeah, like nobody gives a shit about that. And then we have, this conspiracy that these three women were able to come up with, and piecing things together, only to realize that I was sent a clip where they accused Shay of being that very same account. I'm going to keep talking and I'm not going to look at chat. And if you are going to, accuse someone else of being this account and then, 2 months later do another 5-hour live stream and do the same thing to somebody else and say it's somebody else, like you don't even make sense. And unfortunately, in my humble opinion, Anne was being gaslit to death. I think them not letting me on panel was done on purpose. I think it's terrible that Chris can't be on a panel with me because, BX will bug up. And I know that's exactly why I wasn't let on panel. And when you can't be a grown up and have conversation, but you want to talk about the people, that's a problem. It was mentioned also that like I was supposed to be contacted and, we were supposed to have like people who were trying to reach out to me so I wouldn't be blindsided and everyone feels so sorry for me. Sorry for what? You didn't prove anything. You can show a screenshot, but Shelly lied as soon as she started the screenshot. As soon as she started the comment, she started lying about how BB did this or that. And I asked B, I said, why? What did you think when you got this comment from her? She's like, well, she lies to me all the time about me. So, like, it just went in, my brain is like one of the lies she likes to tell publicly. And, like, I wasn't going to argue with it. I'm sure, without BB saying so, I'm sure seeing some people chatting in that chat, I'm sure that, there are things that probably hurt her feelings. I know what it's like. A lot of you have been there with me. I know what it's like to have someone accuse you of having these stock accounts and they have this really good story and how they pieced it together and unfortunately in some cases when you piece things together and you could tell a good story, you can really make that shit look like it's legit as fuck, but you're showing us no proof while telling us it's proof. And I actually left backstage after trying to get on for 15 minutes 8 different times. I got myself out and went back in, wasting my time, okay, because I don't want to have to make a video. I don't want to have to make a video, but I'm a whole creator. I'm not going to sit down there and chat all day when you're talking about me. You can drop a link. You're having an open panel. I mean, you're having a panel discussion. I mean, I know it wasn't an open panel, but it was a panel discussion. All of you get to talk, and I'm supposed to sit there for hours, and I'm not doing that. I'm a whole ass creator. I got a channel. There is no way, in no way, shape, form, fashion that after everything that the pigs have done to me, that BB, who truly, and I know it in my soul, gives a lot of shits about me, my family, my children, my well-being, my health, my homelessness, my sleeping in the park, my apartment being found, my child being sexualized. Unless there is hardcore proof, you will never in your life hear me say that I believe that BB was not just a sock account. Okay, because you're not just trying to prove she was a sock account in trolling. Oh no, you want to prove that she was a whole gross pig. I Nobody should believe that. You did not prove that in today's stream. But it is your story. I have to let you tell it. And that's how you feel. That is your conspiracy. And you're more than welcome to have one. I have them all the time. Allegedly, my motherfucking conspiracy. You guys didn't do a good job. I think you should do a little more investigative work. I seen a comment from JJ before, BB was even brought up. And she said, we are waiting on definitive proof, and we should have definitive proof shortly that this is BB. That's the problem with stock accounts, guys. You're never going to find out who they really are. That's why people make stock accounts. Like, do you have some IP person that you're paying $300 an hour to look through shit that we don't even know nothing about? Hold on one second, guys. Hold on, please. I'm so sorry. Sorry, he had to ask me something. And I also know that she told me that she was told about the pig. Um, Speaking on her, and she actually went to a group chat of whichever one, sirens, fucking vixens, I don't know what the fuck yous are doing, four corners and sirens and shit. Like, why do these fucking chats have names? It's weird. It's weird because I don't think everyone's on board with them, so they shouldn't have names. I'm just saying, Terry didn't know what they were, and didn't know what they were. But you sat there and wanted to gaslight the audience, and it worked. It worked for a lot of people. It really did. And a lot of those people I'm not even familiar with, or I don't have any ties with. So like, I know it doesn't bother me who believes it and who doesn't. But I'm sure if, BB were to watch it, she's gonna probably know, and she's probably gonna have her feelings hurt. And that's just kind of where I stand with that. There's no way that BB is behind that account, and they accuse Shay of being behind that account. They know Shay, and I think that the way that they coddled Terry Lynn in that stream is just another form of gaslighting. And I think they learned from the best. Let's just be honest. And I'm not trying to start any problems. But I do. I think they learned from the best, the pig himself. He's a master manipulator, and he can convince anyone of anything. We've watched it over and over and over and over and over. And maybe they can fool their community, and I'm okay with that. Like, who cares, right? That's their community, and that's like their friends and their people. But let's just talk hypothetically, and then I'm going to get into chat, and then we'll get into Shelly. Okay, we'll chat for 20 minutes, and then we'll start getting into this like Shelly roast. We're going to roast this bitch like a fucking pig on a goddamn, is that called a spigot? I did not go to college. I'll have to ask that question again. What was I going to say right now? Oh, let's just say hypothetically, right? Let's just say hypothetically, in this case, BB was proven to be behind that account. I'm not sure what anybody would expect from me personally, except for some kind of statement where, of course, I would say, I do not co-sign this behavior. I don't stand by it. I'm not okay with it. I am disgusted. She should be ashamed of herself. And anything else that came out of my mouth that was my truth is what I would come and say on the internet. But they would all be things that I've said to her already. And I would speak to my friend. I'm not going to not be her friend. If it's like asking JJ and Cindy. So if Cindy made a sock account, which I'm sure she has, to do dirty things, no, I'm not saying that, but I'm sure she's made a sock account at least once, right? To do a little trolling. Well, JJ, I'm sure knew about the sock account. What is JJ supposed to do? She's supposed to come to her platform and say, I denounce Cindy? What the fuck does her being so upset and wanting revenge and not thinking clearly and not sticking to her morals, not being the person we know her to be, for her to be acting so erratically that she would, interact on this thing. I hate fucking people. I swear to God I do. Um Anyway, I'm sorry. I just got thrown off because I've said 3 times and someone else is here and they just don't give a fuck and they just want to yell people's names and shit. It's fucking retarded. Anyways, it's nothing new. And I would have to say, I am very disappointed in my friend, and I hate this for her. I hate that, she got caught, and I hope she learns a lesson. And I'm sure she would deal with a lot of hate, a lot of comments, and I would simply support my friend through it whilst continuing to remind her that you cannot do that. You cannot become the same thing you hate. And that's all that you guys would get from me as far as YouTube is concerned, because that is my friend. We're not talking about even we're not talking about these close relationships that I do have with a lot of you. If you were out there somehow on my behalf, right, making these really terrible videos about people, and, you know, uh, it was really for me, and you got caught up, and you're like, I was just trying to defend Tyra. Oh, yeah, I would denounce the fuck out of you. I would. And that's just the truth. That's me being completely honest. Do I think that Anne should have told somebody? A part of me says to myself, maybe in the future, should she get involved with somebody who is talking about, I made these stock accounts, and then you go and look and you see all this terrible fucking content on there, that you do tell one of your close friends. So it's not just you who knows. And you know what I'm saying? Just I don't know, because the person needs to be talked out of doing said thing. They need to be talked into deleting that and stopping it. But I also know that that's not only the only account that Shelly was running as a stock account. I've learned quite a bit. It wasn't that I'm not allowed to be privy to the information. It's just I wasn't privy to the information, and now I am. So she's had multiple sock accounts. You know what I'm saying? She, I guess, has busted herself out in having them, and she does it publicly, and you guys catch her and all the things. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like asking JJ to just shit on Cindy for making bad decisions because they felt backed into a corner and they were in fight or flight mode. Because you can't tell me that BTU was not abused by the pigs and not abused by popcorn, because she was. And that's not funny. And I'm only saying that because it's like, duh, it's obvious that it still happened. And, you know, Popcorn, you said in your stream, and you're always welcome here, you know, even though I'm blocked on your channel and you don't let me on panel, even though you want to talk about me for, you know, however long, which is totally terrible etiquette for streamers. I wouldn't recommend you do that again. Your friend should have probably told you that. Um, but at the end of the day, you know, you were like, fuck bees, mental health, and all this stuff. And you're saying that about someone who you can't prove is actually behind an account that called you a pedo. Is that terrible? Hell yeah, dude. But like, who was the one calling you a pedo to begin with? Nobody but Shelly. You know what I'm saying? And I hear everybody in the group chat was telling her to quit fucking calling you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, quit fucking saying that shit. Like, that's not okay to say. You know, so you can't control other people. And if you guys really expect us to believe that you would out each other, you're a liar because you never outed Shay until she fucked you over. And I think that is the perfect ending. And it is too bad that I have to pee so bad and my man is in that bathroom. Oh, I have got to pee. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Let's see what y'all are talking about down here, though. Okay, what's that face for, Brooke? You know what? I have to unhighlight this comment, otherwise I can't see shit. You said we thought that soccer account was Shay, but then this came out and made sense. See, and that's the thing, though, Teresa. It's making sense. Shelly made it seem like the only girls who knew were the ones in the fort. But see, Anne was in it and she didn't know. See, I didn't. Did everyone know those accounts? No. No, B did not know Shelly was that account. No, ma'am. And she had no idea that Shelly was that account until like whatever the comment said or whatever. Well, I actually asked for the link first. And I truly believe I know why you didn't let me on panel. And I know it has to do with Chris and BX, and it's just really shitty like etiquette. And I'm glad it wasn't personal because yeah, like if I were to, you know, make a stream and you know a lot of it was directed around you and you were in my chat, I wouldn't want you to be down there having to chat so much. And that is just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not trying to start problems or anything, you know. Do you ever out people that don't F you over? Do I ever out people that don't F you over? I don't know what you mean, Teresa. I would love to answer your question, babe, but I can't. Yeah. And like I said, it definitely is extremely different when it comes to BB. Nobody compares to BB, and that is just because of our time together. You know, no one is going to have me shitting on my friend publicly when you showed no proof. Do I understand everything you showed? And do I think your investigation skills are on par? I certainly do. But anybody in this community, including the ladies who had this stream, have to be able to say to themselves, okay, we thought it was Shay, but now it looks like BTU. Which one makes more sense? You guys were probably more right the first time than you definitely are the second time. Yeah, and thank you for staying that Stanley Cup. Very that. And I think as long as I'm very clear about the fact that these are like this is my friend. You know, this is Cindy and JJ. You know, they've always made their friendship, you know, their best friendship very public, right? So it's like this is like me and BB don't call each other besties or any of that, or, panel up and do all those things. But like, no, BB, I'm Cindy and BB is my JJ. You know what I'm saying? No, I should probably be JJ and she'll be my Cindy because, yeah, that's definitely more me and BB. But do you know what I'm trying to say? And I'm telling you right now, I know it's a bias. I know it's a bias. She said she waited until Shy fucked her over to put it out. And he told us to. I said to you, I was gonna. No, 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 no. Here's the thing. You guys want us to believe that BB did this thing. And you want us to, you know what I'm saying? Say all these things about her. But if you didn't say all the things Shay was doing when she was doing them, why would you expect that from our side? Or our community, because I don't like calling it a side. Why would you expect us to turn on each other when we would never expect you to turn on each other when obviously you were all complicit with Shay's bad behavior? We are not. And please, Teresa, don't go there because we are not going to pretend that you did not know that Shay was doing grimy things because Shay's been doing grimy things to me for 4 years now. Okay. And has started when she was with Steph and Marissa and them in their community. So we're not going to play that game either, Teresa. And absolutely, I'm outing someone if they F me over. Absolutely. That's not what I said. So yeah, let me clear that part up too. Let me go potty. Uh-oh, what did Tina say real quick? Hold on. I got to look. Hold on. You know what, Tina? And that's really sad. And all I can say is basically what those ladies said. I think it was Chris who said it herself. You guys can choose to believe us or not. We're showing you, we have done, our investigations and we're piecing these things together, and all signs point to be to you, and you guys can choose to believe it or not. I'm telling you where I stand, and I also wanted to make sure that I was giving you guys the transparency of knowing what I would react and how I would react should, right? Should it had been true and proven. Like, I don't want you guys to think that I would, denounce her and, stop being friends with her. Like, I don't know how I would feel about support on YouTube, but like as far as friendship, like I don't never want to lose BB as a friend. Ever. Period. And she would really like she'd have to do something to hurt me or any of our friends. What do you want? Do you want this? Okay. Yeah, can you grab me one? They're right in my black purse. Um okay. Um he doesn't know where my purse is. Hold on, guys. Because he just took my last cigarette and I was about to smoke it. But yeah, like I said, you guys all have to just make up your own minds. You guys all have to come to your own conclusions. And I don't blame anyone for thank you. Yes, thank you. Oh, here, give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Love you. Be safe. Um, and I can't ask anyone to please believe me. Please make sure, that you guys support BB still. And, I think she didn't do it and da da da. No, I'm not going to do that either. What the sock account did or posted? Well, the sock account was very nasty, Miss Tabitha. Like, I'm talking straight up gross pig behavior. Let me pack my cigarettes and not bang them. Yeah, because I be banging them. Even Pookie be like, "Damn, girl, you gonna beat him up?" Um, yeah, I'm sure they wouldn't tell a lot of people that they knew Shay was doing dirty things, but I know for a fact that she was doing dirty things as far back as 4 years ago, and that is like only the little bit that I do know because her dumb ass told other people. Well, yeah, Miss Boop, I've never seen it either. I've never seen the first talk ever, nor have I seen the Karma one. I forget the name of it. I've never seen either of them. And I think everyone should also, just something to consider, have seen B2U support me publicly. You can't even imagine privately, publicly through everything. I bet you if I said, B, count how many DMs you have with different people telling you that you shouldn't like me and you shouldn't be my friend. I'll bet you she has at least 20 from over the years. I guarantee she has 20 from over the years. And that's terrible. And she always stuck by me. And that's the same thing with Brooke and Curls. And yeah, like those people, I only have a handful of my real friends. And when it comes to my real friends that I talk to behind the scenes or have, excuse me, oh, I had a little burp. I'm so sorry. And have been supporting me for 5 years, because there's actually people I don't talk to behind the scenes who have been supporting me for a long, 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 long time. I did tell you she was 30, and it only took me 3 months to get it. I don't think anyone's in there. I don't know who left that light on. No, I ain't playing no game, you weirdo. Is the live stream? I hope it is. I hope it is, because I'd really like to watch it. Hi, Jilly. Thanks for being here. You guys, I'm going to kick myself out, but I want to pin a comment. I want to pin my Cash App and stuff in case any of you want to send any. Love you. Love your butt. In case you, I hate them stupid little kisses. Yeah, be careful. And I'll call you as soon as I'm off the air, okay? No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm going to tell you that right now because, yeah, like I'm over it. You don't? You don't? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to star that. I don't know what that means. But yeah, when I highlight yours, Terry, it takes up my whole screen of comments. So like I have to just go put it out there. But thank you so much for sharing that, Terry. I would love to put it on the screen too. I want to come talk to you guys. You guys can ask me any questions about B or anything, but I want to chit chat for about a half hour before I go in on this fucking pig bitch. Aw, thank you, sweet pea. Oh, thank you. I've seen a lot of people commenting, by the way, Sweet Pea, because I see your note. Um, I've seen a lot of people comment and say, oh my God, your cigarette prices offend me. I know it's terrible. And imagine when in an emergency, I have to go pay that $19 sometimes. At least once a month, I have to pay $19 for a pack of cigarettes. And it sucks so bad. And I get that, Miss Tabitha, and I think it takes certain kind of people to say that, because I think it was Stanley Cup in my last stream. And they were like, how did you guys not see this? Like, she was charged with doing this stuff to her father and, saying her aunt forged things. And it's like, man, but we didn't see it like that. And I feel like I get what you're saying with her charges. And I think the reason why I personally, because I can only speak for myself because I've not had this conversation with nobody, obviously. For myself, I'm a felon. Like I went to jail. I was on probation. Like I broke the law plenty of times. I've gone to jail plenty of times. Like I did real jail time, 42 whole fucking days, bitch. I was there. And it's like, I'm a felon because of that. And it's like, I don't want people to judge me on that. Yes, 19 bucks. Miss Boop, you must have missed it because I did. I talked about it. I talked about it in the video and you were just in the premiere. So you're so funny. Jill, thank you so much. Brooke, thank you. Brooke, you are so cute. Jill, thank you so much. You are so good to me. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, yeah, I was gonna pin it, but yeah, no, now I feel like I'm gonna be greedy because it just kind of made I feel like I don't want to. You guys ever feel like you have to donate? I'm so sorry that I even said that. I shouldn't have said that, but it takes up my screen when I highlight Terry posting it for me. So I can't leave it up for too long because then I can't see the comments that are coming under it. You know what? Maybe if I change my layout, let me try that. My hearing is horrible. Oh no. Let's see. Oh no. See, now it just wants to look real funky. Oh no, I can't do that. You can do that like on YouTube. You can't do that in here. Thank you, Jilly. I appreciate you. Oh wow. Newports are banned in a lot of places now. Until the GoFundMe. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm really behind, guys, and I'm trying to to crowdfund with their charges. Yeah. You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Miss Tabitha. You're not. But I just felt like I didn't want to. You're right. You're right. Let me put it on stage. You're right. Yeah, when you guys hold on, let me unstar that. I don't know how to unstar it. Starred live. Okay. I don't know what I just did, guys. I don't know why I starred. Here, let me go to the comment maybe. Oh no. It literally wouldn't be a live of mine if I didn't kick myself out at one time, okay? I can just post it every so often so you don't have to highlight it. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate you so much, Terry. I really do. Because, yeah, I want to be able to put it on the screen and everything, but yeah, then it like hides all my comments. I appreciate you, Terry. Thank you so much for taking care of that for me. And thank you again for donating, ladies, the three of you. Thank you so, so much. I so appreciate you. Um, but yeah, I'm not going to believe something. You and Tara are the lives I watch the most. I know. But you know what though? She has stayed off live because she's in her feelings a little bit lately. And I think that's a good idea to, not go live when, you're dealing with so much, in my opinion. Yeah. And I know Betty, you were like, oh yeah, I spotted her a mile away. And it's just like Brooke said the same thing. Mandy said the same thing. We all make mistakes. Every one of us is important. Some will be regret. No, I agree. I agree with that, JJ. Yeah, you're so right. And I don't mean to make it like, oh, I want you to, forever be known as someone who is friends with Shay. No, everybody has been friends with Shay. You know what I'm saying, JJ? So it's really not me trying to dig or anything. And you are exactamundo. You know what I'm saying? You really are. But we have to do better. Yep, and be very careful. I know that's what you wanted to say. Absolutely. I know. I know. Yeah, and it was. And I think it's hard on people who are new. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Brandy, I didn't even see you come in. I didn't even see you come in. Yes, I agree, JJ. And that's all we can do. You know what I'm saying? Because now, you guys learned a lesson. I'm sure you guys thought it was innocent, right? I'm sure you guys thought it was innocent. And it's like, she's not really going to do anything to Tyra or, whatever it may have been or whatever the case. But like, now next time if someone comes into your community, like how badly that can get. And in that case, I think we've all learned a lesson out of Shay, out of Shelly, go figure, right? That like number one, we all have to keep our boundaries tight. We got to be on our boundary game. JJ, Chris, Cindy, you guys, you guys are the creators. Popcorn, you know what I'm saying? Yous are the creators. We got to keep our boundaries tight in 2025, honey. Because don't nobody got time for no Shellys and no Shays. Them pigs can stay where the fuck they're at. I do know from our house. Oh, okay. And that too. Yeah, and that too, like her house being under destruction, but destruction. I'm sorry, construction. And just like with you, popcorn, right? Like I want to see past things that you have done to my friends. And I do hope that one day, you know what I'm saying, I would, feel welcomed in your chat and want to come see what you're talking about that week, because you do a weekly stream at that time or whatever. And I do see peace between all of us in the future, and peace doesn't mean friendship. It means being able to move on and chat in each other's chats and things like that, and not having to fight. Do I blame you once all of these things came into your brain and it was starting to 1 + 1 = 2? I don't blame you for outing this. I don't blame you for outing or what you had to say about whomever was behind that account, because according to the channel it's not uploaded in quite a while, and I do know that it's been deleted. So I'm just saying, should you out that person as someone who is not her literal friend? I do agree with that. But do I agree that it was BB that you outed? No, that's all. Do I think you guys were, bogus or petty, for why would you out someone and, whoop de bam? No, I just think it was kind of shitty because it's not just, it's just not real, like solid proof. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm guilty of that. So, like, am I going to sit here and talk for 5 minutes about how you shouldn't say things just because they make sense? You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck am I? We don't need to be friends, but we could be civil and go each other. Absolutely. Go real life on each other. And you know what? And I think that's the best part about everything that you guys have done on mostly Popcorn's channel. I think we would all agree, right? With outing all these things. You can't out those things and not be scared of that person outing you for doing the same things. So, what that tells me, and again, I can only speak for myself, is that obviously yous are not being gross because you'd be worried about what Shay would expose or what the pig would expose, or you know what I'm saying? And it's good to know and feel reassured that I do have fellow creators out here, because unfortunately, we all share the same space. And then there's new creators coming up, right? Like Terry Lynn and stuff like that. Like, she's building her own community over there. And all these subscribers, like all of us, you guys have a little bit more of a, um, like, definitely larger, but like a larger group of women who do not come over here. You know what I'm saying? Ever. But we do share quite a bit of subscribers, and we have for many, many years. Cindy, I think, has been on the tubes for at least 4 years now, right? So, and you've been going up there with her probably just as long. Yeah, and you know what? That's all we can do, because like, I made bad things too. They would have shown it by now. I absolutely agree with that. with absolutely a warning, or I can drop you in. Oh, but you know what though? I can tell you right now, BTU is not concerned about anything getting leaked from her in that group chat. She's just not. And that's the thing, you guys. Shelly doesn't have anything on these ladies that's like worth even getting. And the pigs embraced her as if she was going to, well, that's very true too, Teresa. If Shelly never outed it, we would still be thinking it was Shay. I agree. And I think that's what everybody just needs to understand. The comment as a whole was just one big old lie. And the thing that makes sense to me to ask anybody who's accused of doing something like that is, okay, so like, what did you think when she told you you were this stock account? And she's like, I shared screenshots of many sock accounts in that group chat. She, you know what I'm saying? She was being bullied and she was keeping track of things and she was paying attention to those sock accounts. She said she shared many of, sock accounts and screenshots in that group chat. It wasn't just some like specific, this first stock ever account ever. Like, what the fuck? BB is not making that word. Like, I'm sorry, that was the first dead giveaway to me. There is no way BB is making that word. BB wouldn't even be able to live with herself. And I mean that because, like, dude, she talks properly. She would never. And I know that it's like, oh, that's the best throw off. No, I really mean that shit. I never would have never looked you over my life. I appreciate that, JJ. And I hope that, I'm welcome on your channel. Should you do any streams in the future? Popcorn, I'm still blocked on your channel. I had to go in under my nail account, but yeah, like, and I'm totally okay, that Chris and I will never be okay, and you know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that. But yeah, I hope in the future, Cindy and I were chatting in the chat, and I just want us all to be able to coexist. There are subscribers that have felt, pulled between us, probably more than they can count, when things like this happen between your community and our community, and Terry Lynn and B's community, and you know what I'm saying. So it's like it can be really difficult, but at the same time, we all have something really important in common. And it's unfortunate that it's ABUSE, but it's also something that without trauma bonding, okay, we can we want peace, and like I said, it doesn't mean we're gonna fucking kiki and all the things. Yeah, I am. I totally am. Popcorn. I tried to go in there again today. So yeah, if you can look at that for me, I would really appreciate it. Hi, Wildflower. How are you? Yeah, and like let's not forget that like Popcorn and JJ and Cindy and Chris. I don't think Cindy's really been a big part of it, but they've been very vocal and very public about how they feel about things now. And I think it's important because I want people to give me another chance. I don't ever want to feel like I can't be on panel because people expect me to act the same way. Number one, that I would by the pig, right? Like I totally wouldn't act that way anywhere in public now, but just by him, of course. But like in general, like I've come on panels and bugged up, and been disrespectful and yelling and, cutting people off and wanting my point to be heard. I'm a totally different person now. And you know what I'm saying? I would love in the future for there to be something that comes up, and I need Cindy's expertise on being in recovery, where I can have Cindy on panel. Maybe Popcorn can talk to me and we can have a conversation about agoraphobia. That's something me and Popcorn have in common and that many people suffer with. Some of them don't even know that's their problem. They don't even know it has a name. I'm trying to think of something JJ and I can talk about. Maybe just being fucking crazy lunatic parents, right? That like will just want to like cut you off at the knees, right? Like I don't know. But you guys know what I mean. Like, you know what I'm saying? We should be working together on building one huge community. All that is growth for all of us. All that is mutual support for all of us. We screw up, we are better. Yep. Whatchamacallit. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, you've never heard of that? That's actually a whole candy bar in the US. Do I need to send you one? Hi, Anne. Yeah, see, and I've heard a lot of people say that. I am, you know what? Kenergy was just in my last stream not that long ago, BG. I've never seen you before. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And if Terry is questioning the actual word, she definitely don't know there's a candy bar. I told Terry I gotta send her some snacks, dude. Shit that like Canada just don't have. Oh, okay. You do know what they are. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I got it. Oh yeah, Jilly can come up. Yeah. Absolutely, Jilly. We still have to do it because remember, I'm gonna start streaming here shortly. Crazy ass parents. I'm a total lunatic. Absolutely, man. Girl, we could talk about, just literally people ABUSing our kids online just to make, bring awareness to the fact that don't share your kids online. JJ, I think you would agree. If you would have known better, you would have locked down everything you could and never posted or brought your daughter online, just like I brought my son online. You would have never posted pictures knowing what you know today. That's right. You know what, though? I am a very proud lunatic when it comes to being a mother, though. Oh my God. Spill the tea on the UFO community. Actually, Jilly, I want you to read my cards. I want you to read my cards. We have heard your story about recovery, which is an amazing one. And I'd love to have you on about that. But now I feel like the UFO tea is going to come before the recovery one. So I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. No, I want my cards read. I'm not here listening, but it's being said that I wouldn't let you up. No, I told Papa to wait till I up because the one's come up and I just want I feel like it has to do with BX and I'm totally okay with that. That's weird. Okay. Well, that's fine. You can make that clear. Have a good night to you too. I do feel like you won't publicly speak to me because I know that BX will be mad. Like I know him and I think obviously you know him and I'm going to stand on that, but I appreciate you clearing it up. Um but hold on, this looks like a good one. We've all had our differences at some point, but this community is full of smart women who have no issue showing how they feel, and it makes for really good conversation. Wildflower Tea is the perfect person to say that, considering back in the day, you guys, me and Wildflower Tea would spend 3 hours on a live stream just talking about being a parent. That's all we would do. Just talk about being a parent. Oh, thank you, Lily. Thank you, Lily. That girl, come out the bushes. I'm glad you think that, Stanley Cup. Olivia Show's first time I ever talked about recovery. Yes, but her stuff is gone. So I mean, I do want to have you on for that again. But excuse me, when I do start thinking of topics I want to talk about, because I love having kickbacks with you guys. But how nice would it be if I could have uh an earlier, right, like 7 p.m., 7:30, like this one, because like on a Saturday night we would do like a total kickback at like 9 p.m., right, and like get into the later hours. um Whatchamacallit, get into the later hours. Oh, but like to have a topic discussion, You know, I remember Kelly. I forget what her damn channel name is. I don't even know if she's still around. We used to have great conversations, and Wildflower is so. Oh, I think you did great, Anne. I mean, I definitely wasn't there for all of it. Once two of them started coming at you at once, I had to just leave. Oh God, what did she start? We love a good conspiracy theory up in here, though. You know I do. You know I do. All right, so let me just be very clear, really quick, as to why I'm doing this stream. I don't know that I'm going to react to Shelly's bullshit ass video. If I'm being quite honest, I had somebody record it for me. And because it wasn't members only to begin with, it is not considered members only afterwards, even if I react to it later on. So that's number one. So she can't strike it. So it's not for that reason. But when I recorded it from their channel, I put it in the phone in a different room, which is what I do often. So I don't have to listen to the same thing 3 times because I have to edit it too. So I have to listen to it while I edit it. And I don't know that I'm going to want to react to it after I say what I say tonight. I could be wrong, but I want to be very clear that I may not. Good night to you, girlfriend. Oh gosh, I don't even want to know what I miss. How to move on from being betrayed. See, and I don't feel like I've been betrayed in any way, but moving on is something that's very, thank you, Terry Lynn. Very important. I think that would be a great stream. We could probably do that one tomorrow, Jelly. Maybe just have you on just talking about moving on in general so you can teach me the things you've learned. Because, honey, we are not the only ones trying to move on. The members only for Shelly. Yeah, so like I haven't listened to it and I don't know. But the night of the stream, I was told that Curls had been making notes and she wanted to come up on panel. But I hadn't planned on having an open panel. I just wanted Mandy to be up there so I could say the things that I wanted to say and she could help me fill in blanks because I don't know everything. I'm definitely privy to way more, but like I still don't know everything. And I wanted to give my opinion and then maybe do an open panel the next day. And I'm always going to support Curls and her wanting to get her voice out because she doesn't utilize her, account as a channel, has no intention to, doesn't care to. So, oh, okay, that's fine. You know what? There's just some days I can't type, and today was one of them. And I'm like, I am not going to sit down here and like break my fingers off. I just put my long nails back on. I'm like, oh God, no, I'm dying down here. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I got to quit acting like I remember because I feel like when I do that, then I remember, and it doesn't always work like that. And then I just sound dumb. What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So like I made sure that Curls had the floor and that obviously Mandy had the floor when she felt, deeming. Yeah, no, I won't steal your co-host. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. Um, you and Curls are really a good show. You guys really are, though. So that's actually the only reason I wouldn't steal her. I'd love to have her. Don't even get it twisted. But yeah, that's the only reason I'm gonna let you keep her because I enjoy you together. It's funny. That was a good one. Here's the thing. And I won't be looking at chat again because you guys know you don't want me to get into no fucking side rants because of chat. Here's the thing, right? Got a cigarette in my hand, sitting in front of the window. Got a nice breeze coming in. I'm just sitting here, in my big old jammy shirt, So I'm living my best life. I haven't even showered today. I got cramps. I'm just like not feeling life. And I get to talk about somebody who was brought into this community because housewife brought in Kirsty. And all three of them, right, did this anti-mommy vlogger content. And whatever, I never cared for Kirsty, never will. I think there's something about her I just don't trust, and I follow my gut these days. Call me paranoid, call me whatever you will. I have nothing against her. I'm sure she's a lovely lady, especially knowing that she gave anybody $500. I think that really goes to show what kind of special person she really is. Okay. And but I there's something about her I don't trust. So in this mix of our community and people in our community over here going over and being part of their community as well, not to leave me, not to shit on me, but to just, be friendly over there, kind of like, the peace that's, being made slowly but surely over here. Um, I think it's just a matter of, okay, how do I want to say that? I got to make sure I say this right though. I just thought about Chris coming in here and I hate that for her because like I know I'm right. Ugh, it bothers me. It bothers me. But like I know what it's like to like feel the wrath of BX. And like if I were her, I wouldn't want to admit that either. And I don't want to embarrass her. I don't want to be mean to her. That's like not what I'm trying to do, or even talk behind her back. This is a public live stream. She can listen if she wants to. But yeah, it's really sucky that I couldn't be part of the conversation, and I just totally get it. And I just hate that someone quickly ran to her and you know what I'm saying, like had to tell her, but I'm not surprised. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Um, let's just get into the thing because I forgot what the fuck I was saying. You're an introvert, JJ? For real, for real? No, no, BX is not her fucking keeper. Why are you angry? Why are you angry and cussing? And what do you mean, Tyra, stop? Are you at my house telling me to stop something? I mean what I'm saying. And no, BX is not no one's keeper, but that doesn't mean he doesn't feel betrayed when you talk to someone he hates so much. And I know in my heart of hearts, that's what happened. You know what? I can respect that. Don't speak on Chris. Absolutely. I can do that. But don't cuss at me at my house. We're not doing that. Okay. So a group chat, right? This group chat was only talked about, right? Was only talked about because Abby and Steph and Melissa probably together decided, maybe housewife too, I don't know. I don't know if she had anything to do with it or not. Decided it should be talked about again, right? Because Anne just keeps going on her channel and dragging Abby, even though that wasn't happening. And because, oh, I was talking about Kirsty. And because Shelly had some kind of feelings with Kirsty, we still don't know the issue. At least I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to get even with Kirsty. So she sent, these things to Shay, and Shay sent them right to the pig. All of this was kicked off, right? And early on, Steph, TXMA, makes a post and she says, "This is crazy. I'm out." First of all, you were never in. You've been around for 5 years and you cannot get 1,000 subscribers. Your views are good because you drag people. Let's just call it what it is. You're a hate channel. You know what I'm saying? And you really do a good job at stalking people. It is what it is. And I think they knew what was going to happen. I think that there's something between Kirsty and Shelley that nobody's talking about, because I know Kirsty, in my opinion, not in my opinion, but I think I'm right when I say Kirsty is not even like talking about it. Shelley is no longer talking about it. From what I hear, there was legal paperwork served as a cease and desist, so Shelley can't talk about Kirsty. And now all of a sudden the pigs are not talking about Kirsty. My thing is, if you decide, right, when you come into a community of women who are doing other kind of content, because right, really it's just Housewife and Kirsty that she hangs out with that are part of this community, and Kirsty became part of that community over there, gets with them, and then all of a sudden sees how everyone's moving in this community, and she wants to do different content. She wants to be better. She wants to be a better person. We're talking about someone who has like 60,000 people in a Facebook group to hate on mothers. Do you know that I just learned that? She told me, or she said in a video before, she had a Facebook group. I didn't know she has 60,000 motherfucking followers in that piece. You got 60,000 people in there to talk shit about mothers? That's disgusting. Someone said to me recently, you know what? I actually think the pig in her is actually who she is. And the wanting to change, right, and do better and make better content and do something better with her channel, which she's already sunk, by the way. Like, she's got a hole so bad she's got to climb out of, especially if Just Ann does a video on her channel. Shelley wouldn't even have the subscribers she has if it wasn't for Just Ann promoting her the way she did to try to get her monetized. And I know Ann's unhappy. Like, that was pretty obvious by watching. But no, you're not just going to make sure that, because, in my personal opinion, allegedly my motherfucking conspiracy, Popcorn nor Jugs called that apartment. I disagree. I disagree fully. I don't believe that anymore. And because there's never been proof, you know what I'm saying? I obviously have my choice and I'm able to change it. Does that motherfucking number say 55? Oh, it says 35. I was gonna say, I know there ain't 55 people and everything. Yes, Tina. Yes, girl. Yes. Oh, that was nice to say. That was nice to say. Yeah, no, I think a lot of people learn from Anne. Anne did above and beyond the Call of Duty. And I'm not even going to discuss people's personal relationships with her, even though I've learned things, because that's between them, and that's not for me to say. I do know a lot of things that were done to help Shelley monetarily, materially, emotionally, mentally, financially, right? Because, like, if you're helping her with YouTube stuff, you're trying to help her financial growth in the future. But she came and, she started doing these vlogs and she started walking out of that building, because I remember, I will never forget the pig doing the stream and showing her complex. And I remember him saying, and I swear he said 2-bedroom, but I recently learned it's a 1-bedroom, so I definitely heard wrong. But he said that he knew she was in a 2-bedroom, aka 1-bedroom, because that building is shown online or whatever to be a building full of, now knowing, 1-bedroom apartments. I think she started going outside to that cemetery, and everybody in that building living in their one little bedroom apartment with their one self and their dog, like normal people, seen 4 grown ass kids coming out, a fucking 800-pound woman, and a 1,000 pound fucking dude every day. I mean, wouldn't you fucking call? So she gets to utilize a community that she has watched put me in an apartment. Okay, in an apartment. She watched people who support me all the time, financially, emotionally, all the things. She knows about these things. She knows about my friendships. She knows who I'm friends with. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure I've told her things here and there about like what people have done for me or, whatever. And you're going to utilize this community for financial gain. And then you're not just going to say fuck yous. You're going to get your mama involved. You got your whole mama in comment sections. You know what? Matter of motherfucking fact. They didn't. She said she has a recording of who called the apartment landlords. She has accused us of things we never did and never saw. Okay. Never would do, yeah. And then turn on everyone. Absolutely. How does one do that? Like I've said, the only thing that I would have done in that case, I mean, in that time period, is I would have had to leave YouTube, right? Because like things were so bad. And I probably should have. Let's be for real. And then it could have been like, oh damn, Tyra left, and we just helped her get in this apartment. But so many of you would have understood, considering what I had gone through, with the baby, especially, and my brother-in-law. That's really all I care about. That's all I fucking care about. I don't care about shit else. You want to be creepy and look for my apartment? You want to find the park I'm sleeping in? You want to do all those things? It's obvious you ain't going to do nothing to me. I know that now. You know what I'm saying? When they found me in the park, that was a little scurry. But like, I know that now. Like, I live 2 hours away from this dude, probably not even that long. And like, he won't even come where he knows I be at. But he wants to stalk me online. So it's like, that's just, it's so silly. It's so silly to me. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Where's the recording? Where is the recording? I would love to see it. Interiors channel men and welfare tears. Oh, Brandy, you know where you do that at? You go into your Gmail. Right. And I'm sorry, but Popcorn has admitted to some pretty shitty shit. Nina, thank you. You actually paid for 2 pizza puffs. You're the best. You're the best. She said, get a pizza puff. Baby, that gets me 2 of them bad boys. Thank you, Nina. Thank you so much, babe. Um, yeah, my thing is, you have become such a rotten, dirty scoundrel. And you got your mother involved. I know your children know what you're doing online. They're all big. Okay. Anything, I'm telling you what, if I had my child with me, there's no way I could be online and do what I do. Not this. I would have to like stick to strictly commentary, and I wouldn't even be comfortable, even editing a video where I'm talking about nasty people. Like, I'd have to talk about Eugenia Cooney. I wouldn't even do that because it's about ED and shit, right? Like, no, I don't think I could be a YouTuber where I have to talk and film and, edit and record and all the things. And I talk about the shit that I talk about. Her kids know everything. Her mama's all up in the mix. And I hate that she didn't say fuck you or anything or call me a bitch. And I'm not just here saying your mama. But no, like for real, Shelly, your mama. Shame on your family for supporting this behavior. I literally cannot be mad at you, Shelly, because I am so fucking embarrassed for you. You are literally no better than Glitter, who stole everything I brought from Florida, every fucking thing I owned, just to be a dickhead. After me moving there to help her leave a bad situation and support her and all of her children. You don't do things like that to people who are there for you. You don't do those things. If my mother sees me online, she is ashamed of me. She is ashamed of everything that I am involved with on YouTube. And you have a whole mama who is in comment sections. I have to go get it, you guys. Please talk amongst yourself. I have the screenshots. I have to go get them. I hate to even do this, but I have to go get it. We got to talk about the mom. We got to talk about this family that supports this nonsense, because this is not okay. This is, and this is also the fault, the only thing that the women in the group chats are at fault for, trying to help Shelly be a better human and grow the fuck up. They are all guilty of remaining friends with somebody who drained them to death with their bullshit that they come online and pretend like they didn't do any of, and literally sucked them all dry like a fucking vampire, and then shit on all of them because her little fifis got hurt. You know, because Stina trolled her and said, "Oh, we don't like you." So now I'm going to like out all kinds of shit, and I'm going to fucking put your business out there because Shelly's feelings are hurt. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Shelly is one of those people on my 600-pound life who scream and yell at their family until they get what they want. Oh my God, Stanley, I've never thought of that. Oh my God, that is it. That is exactly what that is. Yeah, because she can't breathe. She literally is so big for her body, she can't breathe on a good day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the more they support this stuff and the bigger they both are getting, both of them are getting huge, eating all that damn food in that new house and shit. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back. I'm going to get that screenshot. Much. The best part is I can upload these while I'm on here. So at least I have them. Oh, I have to upgrade to upload them. Shish. Let me see if I can add a background. Add file. Customize. No, because then you ain't going to be able to see because of my bubble. And I don't have a video clip. God dang it. Yep, and I can't put a logo. Gosh damn it. I can do videos, so hold on, guys. I am going to go potty. Okay, give me just a second. Let me wash my hands. You know what? I totally agree with you, Tina. Popcorn can be really funny. She really can be funny when she comes up with them shits. I'm not as like quick-witted as that. Yeah, the accent is everything too. I totally agree with that part too. But yeah, like we got her mama down there commenting, calling me a Karen, calling me a troll. Like the longer that her family supports her bad behaviors and continues to enable her is the longer she's going to continue. And I don't see her changing anytime soon. I think the person who told me what they told me earlier this week, that she's just really a pig and she just tried to do better. I do think that is exactly right. I also think she kind of wants to be another housewife and she sucks really bad at it. So I hope she like stops because like there's only one, not another housewife, and like no one's gonna do that. Oh my god. Sleeves of crackers in her bra. Oh my god, that is too funny. Oh my gosh. Goodness. Who was charging that? My goodness. And I just feel like if your mother is not telling you to stop, you have a mother who enables bad behavior. And it leads me to believe that that is just something that has happened your whole life. And the fact that this stuff goes on while your children are at home being homeschooled all day, and you're continuing to finance things when you completely robbed a community of people just to shit on them. You used all of our supporters, all of our support personally. I know I only gave $20, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, would I ask for the $20 back? No, but like, I wish I could have that $20 right now. And that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? I could use that $20 right about now, bitch. And I gave it to Shelly only for her to be cruel to my friends. This is not someone that we're just talking about who just like is mean and like, is a troll or just, says, ignorant or like out of pocket shit. No, she is a whole pig. Right. That $20 be helping, girl. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Oh, thank you, Nancy. I've never even seen your name before. That was very sweet of you. Thank you for being here. I hope you get out of the bushes someday. That was very nice of you. Thank you. Yeah, and you see what I'm saying? And think about it, Stanley Cup, right? Like I only needed a couple $100 to raise, for traveling, which I don't need anymore because I will figure that out on my own. I'll travel on my own because I do get donations throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't I think I'm not gonna be leaving until July anyway, and I'll just leave when July gets here. And you know what I'm saying? I get paid on the 25, though it is the 25 of every month. I do have a residual income that comes in, and that's how I'm able to take care of myself and stuff. So I will just, utilize my own money, in July and go. I think that's something I just really have to do too, is just go. And we can talk about that too. But really, I want to be able to drag Shelly. I want to be able to call her names and say more than your mama ain't shit, your husband ain't shit, and you ain't shit. I want to say more than you fat fucking pig. You fat fucking pig. How dare you try to do what you have done? Not even try. How dare you do what you have done to my motherfucking friends? You fat, gross pig. You don't have eczema. You don't clean your face. You don't shower. But I'm so embarrassed for her. I cannot be angry. And when I get to that point of embarrassment, I can no longer be angry because I feel sorry for you. I literally feel sorry for Shelly motherfucker. I'm not going to say her name. She does. She drags herself. She does. She drags her fucking self. Stanley Cup, I think you'd be great. I think your comments really, really helped us in that last stream. I'll never forget how well that stream went because your comments really helped me to put some things in perspective. Oh, her community posts are everything. I'm just like, damn, Tyra, #2. Damn, she's in a Tyra mood. You know what I'm saying? Because she is. She's so sweet. She really is just a sweet person, not just on her panel. She's a sweet person. But yeah, piss her off, them community posts. You know what I'm saying? All the way down the damn hill. Very that. And you won't do it daily. Very that. Imagine all those skincare products sent to you. You know how much money was spent on all that stuff? I know Elf is affordable, but guess what? Elf ain't that affordable, guys. Elf ain't that affordable unless you're going to Walmart, and it still is not cheap. It's not cheap. It's just affordable compared to Tatcha and you know what I'm saying, like skincare brands like that. It's from not bathing. Like, dude, I feel sorry for you. You don't bathe. You don't even wash your face before you make a video. Like, dude, that's nasty. And you want people to keep watching you cook food? No, like that's not going to be your life. You fucked up your channel. I feel sorry for you for that too. I encourage everybody to, and I think that's something that we should all do for each other. I think Stina needs a channel. I know she has a channel, but she needs to actually upload on it. Yeah, like that's just so much stuff. Oh yeah, no, it's not the cost, but I'm just saying, like in general, like there was so much of it, Chris, that even though it's affordable, that's actually my point. So thank you for saying what you said. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Oh, Stina, I hate you. Oh my god, I almost died right now, you guys. I almost died. I almost died. She doesn't even wipe her skin flakes off of her shirt before she makes a video. She doesn't. She doesn't. She doesn't wipe her skin flakes off. That's not eczema. Because you know what? Eczema hurts. Eczema hurts, you guys. And that shit bothers. And I will be damned if I'm not going to ask my husband to buy me some fucking eczema cream at the fucking Walmarts, okay? Got your mama paying for your $85 million fucking teeth. Oh, I'm gonna get kicked out, guys, but Pookie's calling, so please talk amongst yourselves. You guys don't be too funny without me. To be quite honest. Oh my god, I'm so glad you had such a good blast with that. Mercedes Benz worth of teeth. Hold on. But doesn't brush her hair. It's crazy. I don't think she brushes her teeth either. Raising money for her. I know. I know. I didn't really know Shelly. I don't know what to think when she felt about something. I thought about it back in the. No, you're not causing problems. I think a lot of people felt that way about the cemetery. I personally am okay with the cemetery, and I think everyone's allowed to have their opinion. And I think she took people's opinions way too personally. I'd be like, I don't really care what you guys think. Like, I'm fucking into this, and this is like what it's about. But she did. She came here for a cash out. She was just fucking lucky enough to be able to blame it on her bullies, on her attackers, right? But I know how many times I've said, I'm going to call somebody's job. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to the police. I'm going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And knowing damn well I ain't doing none of that shit. Or I'm going to find your fucking brother too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll say some shit. I really will. Oh my God, Popcorn, you have a grandbaby on the way. Congratulations. Oh no, she's gonna be with her grandbaby. She doesn't have one on the way. I know she has a grandbaby. I've heard her say it. I'm glad you guys are having a good time with your grandbabies this weekend. I love that for you. I really do. I wish my son would give me a grandbaby, but at the same time, I'm so okay with him not giving me. Do they plan on having more? And I'm talking to both Chris and Popcorn. Or do they plan on having any more? Like, do we know about them possibly having any more? Because, yeah, you guys are very proud grandparents. That's for sure. Yes, Popcorn. I've heard you talk about your granddaughter. I totally remember that. I would like to know. I don't think JJ is in here anymore. But Popcorn, um, being that I spoke to B and I totally do not agree with what you guys have said. And I think, you would even have to agree that you don't have, like concrete evidence, right? Do you feel any differently about the fact that it might totally really be Shay? Or are you like, 100% convinced that it's B? I'm just curious because you sat here and, oh, you wish. Okay, that's good. Oh, this will be your only one. Okay, okay. Oh my gosh, Chris, you totally should email me a little video if you have any. That would be so cute. I would love to see that. You have my email if you need to reach me. I'm giving Nana. Now I have so many grandkids. How many grandkids do you have, including your great grandkids, Miss Boop? Oh, one granddaughter. Oh my God, I would love that. That would make it. Oh yeah, I bet. I bet. Oh, thank you, Brandy with a Y. Not Brandy in chat. Thank you, Brandy. That was very sweet of you. I have to say that because we all know Brandy Schultz so well. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to make sure that she knew that I was thanking her. So that's the reason I said that. Thank you, Brandy. I appreciate you so much. All those G's in the hizzy, yes. But yeah, like I'm just embarrassed for her, guys. I again, I don't know if I'm gonna even want to react. I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna edit it down as if I'm going to react to it. But I don't want to promise something that I'm not gonna give. I would much rather sit here and kiki with you than to even speak on Shelly ever again. You know what I mean? I really would. I would much rather sit here with you knowing that Pookie is in the street. He's actually picking me up pizza puffs because I text him. I don't know. I text him and then he called me and he's like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "Pizza puffs," because I got some pizza puff money. Added oats. And so I don't feel like it's unhealthy. Hi, DK. Hi. That's some shit I would do. I swear to God. Tomorrow is my mother in law's 68th birthday. And Pookie is going to go in the morning and pick up some cards from us. I'm going to give her an Amazon gift card when I do have some extra money just so she could buy whatever she wants. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I added oats. I bet you that actually tastes really good. I like oats. I really like oats. But let me tell you guys basically what I'm thinking as far as like what I'm doing with my life. I made a short video the other day. It's about 2 videos back now, and I let you guys know that I'm just like not motivated to make content. And I think after editing today and putting out a video, doing the premiere, it's like it's making me want to film again. Like I want to film, but I don't need to because I'm doing this live stream. But like otherwise, I think I kind of got out of my funk, and it has a lot to do with the drama up at the Eagle and the drama in my real life. Um, I would love to stay here and be with him, but I'm not going to get ahead. I'm not going to get out of his mother's house. I'm not going to do any of the things. And I think even if we move elsewhere, it's not going to change anything. And I would hate to get comfortable in one more spot, find that to be my safe place, my place that I don't like change, right? And it's going to be my nail spot. And, I'll be able to do my nails. We'll have a door, even though I hate fucking doors. For some reason, something tells me I'm going to love a door if we lived with other people, and had our room. But it's like, why even move there? Because I have to go to West Virginia, you guys. I have to. And then I'm going to try to see if I can't go stay with my son for even a couple weeks before I officially move back to Waukegan. And the whole purpose of doing this is to save money. I can't save money living in Chicago. I can't. I can't. I can't save money when I'm stressed out and I'm eating my feelings away. That's what I'm doing. I have a whole new relationship with food. I don't know how I'm not a big fat ass. I don't know how I'm still able to not pack on the pounds. Because, like, dude, you guys, my relationship with food is in a totally different place than it's ever been. And I'm going to tell you, this house is so tired of me and Bird fighting. And I am so tired of fighting. I'm so tired of feeling embarrassed and, feeling disrespectful when I'm not a disrespectful ass bitch, or when I respect the fuck out of my mother in law, my brother in laws, and I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, look crazy in front of them. And, you know, I'm just in love. I'm in love and I'm a sucker for love. And I'm scared. right? Like, I need the courage to actually just get up and go. I need to have the courage to just leave already so I can just want to come back to him and want to just really bust my ass. I need an ID. And today it was made aware to me that I will now be able to get it and how I'm going to get it. Okay. So Monday morning, I will have an ID. I think that I am going to stay probably till July so I don't go to my friend's house broke because I don't want my friend to financially support me either. I don't need anyone to financially support me. I would love a place where I don't pay rent, right? Because then you save that on top of the prices in Chicago for everything. I need peace. I need a vacation for real. And like, do I deserve a vacation? No, but like I need one. And it's just, yeah, it's just really hard. It's really hard. And I think very much, you know, I at the end of the day, like I just don't think anything's gonna change. And I think only in the last couple of days am I finally just like, yeah. But finally, over the last couple of days, I've had one friend, and that's my friend in West Virginia, who I've told a lot of things to about my relationship. And she's the one person that I reach out to, you know, like when I am having a hard time and things like that, and just have to fucking talk to someone. Um, and recently I've told my friends some other things. And, you know, when you're honest with the people around you, then those people who love you and who are around you, they can help support you through these things and, you know, making bad decisions. So, you know, I just hope that having the support of people in my life, you know what I'm saying? I can be a big girl and I can, you know, make moves because if there's one thing I know how to do, it's make money on YouTube. All I have to do is push a video out a day. And Lord knows I have plenty to talk about. I have plenty of things I love talking about and giving my opinion on. Oh, you're paying rent now instead of mortgage? I bet. Oh, Tina, it's all right. It's all right. You know, I'm 44 now, so at least it doesn't hurt as bad. We all want them to change. Hold on. We all want them to change, but they need to want to. You can love someone, but doesn't mean they're right. Trust me, I found that out the hard way recently. Yeah, Jilly, we need to do a stream in the next couple days. Maybe on Monday or Tuesday, because I know you can't do it tomorrow. Maybe Monday or Tuesday night, because I would love to hear the things that you've learned. And I do feel very empowered when I have conversations with other women who I know are strong and, you know, they have gone through some shit and, you know, they've lived to tell me all about it. You know what I'm saying? And I just think it would be very helpful for anyone who is maybe, you know, like a little heartbroken in silence. You know, maybe they're having some struggles in their marriage and, you know, maybe it can help them and stuff. And maybe it can help people like me who really have to leave and come to terms with reality and the truths and all them things, right? And we can pull cards too, okay? Yeah, I can't highlight comments. Dude, StreamYard is so stupid. But yeah, and it's not like he's a bad guy. He's a great dude, man. I mean, is there like flaws? Like he doesn't like to talk very much when he is like in chill mode. When he's in outside, you know, I'm going to be outside and, you know, I'll see him and he checks in every few hours, you know, that's a different version of him, you know. But like when he's chilling in the house, he doesn't like to talk. He doesn't like to be bothered. He when he's in chill mode, he likes to be chill, you know what I'm saying? He could be a total asshole And, like, I feel like, damn, I'm such a cool fucking girlfriend. Like, how could you fuck up? You know what I'm saying? But, like, I also know a lot of things about him and how he was raised. And I know his mother. I know his sisters. I know his brothers, right? Like, I know his family. I know how they are, and they just are the way that they are, you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna pick up things based on like how you grew up and like the people you're around. And when people don't know better, they can't do better, and I know that. You're still in it but have clarity that I did not have a year ago. Isn't that interesting? The Lord, we are not good together to go separate. We are both happier and happier parents. Well, I do love that for you. I do love that for you. You know, I think more than anything, I just have to admit to myself that I'm scared, because to think for me, because of my ego problem, telling myself I'm scared is only going to make me want to go and do it. You know what I'm saying? It really is. And when I sit here and say to myself, "You scaredy cat, why you won't just leave? You know better. Like, just leave." Because in my opinion, he'll also get it together if I leave, if he's going to get it together ever. So why wouldn't I leave so he could get it together? Because if he's going to, it's going to happen when I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not convenience. It's very comfortable. It's very comfortable. But it's because I kind of just made a new life with him. Because don't forget, I'm back home, DK. And I'm in the city, but like I'm back home in Illinois. I haven't reached out to any of my friends. Oh, change is so hard for me. Oh, change is so hard for me. So, so hard. So damn hard. But yeah, I'm just being a scaredy cat. I really am. Just being a scaredy cat. All right, guys, we've been on here for 2 hours. I was angry. I was angry when I was watching that stream, and I'm just like, Shelly, you fucking bitch. Like, how did you do this? But really, Abby started it. Steph obviously was the one who sent her the video. So at the very least, Abby and Steph, I certainly hope you're proud of yourself, and how nice that you guys can leave YouTube and you don't depend on it for money, and you don't care enough about it or any of the things. And then you can just, go away and, hide your hands and, just go on with your lives. You can go off and be a lawyer, and Abby can go on with her career, and, you can start a whole forest fire and just walk away. There's a reason that bear, Smokey the forest fire bear, came to our fucking classes, because bitches like this be starting forest fires and they just leave the shit to burn. Hold on, I cough. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. What's her name? Miss Piggy. She had posted on her community post, and I'm talking about the pig's wife. Um, Something about a PMS fest. And I'm thinking, dude, you sound like a whole fucking man. Only a man would say that. Women do not talk like that about other women. I have never called a group of women, even remotely arguing, a PMS fest. Like, you guys are disgusting. Shelly, a wildfire. Very that. Very that. Thank you for coming, Popcorn. I appreciate you. Have a good night. Um, yeah, I appreciate you coming over here and just letting me know it wasn't personal and I'm not supposed to be blocked on your channel, because I certainly am. So hopefully you could look into that in case I ever do need to go over there in the future. Because obviously things are coming out, right? Like you never know what's going to be sent to whom next. There's anonymous emails coming from people all the time for a lot of things that have come out in the past, 5 years. So you just never know. But I'm just embarrassed for her. I feel sorry for her. And I think we all should just feel sorry for her. She has, a lot of people in her life who support her really bad behaviors. And I'm just really grateful that I was able to take the criticism from my friends on YouTube all this time. I'm sure I didn't like it. I'm sure I didn't like to hear BB telling me, Tyra, you got to stop it. What are you doing? You got to quit talking to this about this guy, or, you know what I'm saying? But, it is what it is, fam. It is what it is. We got to have people in our lives that are going to tell us the truth. And it's like, if you know that you are enabled, you're enabled. So if you got people online who are trying to hold you accountable and you really are trying to be online, then you need to take that advice from people. So many people tried to help her on top of monetarily. And that's just really what it is. Brandy, thank you. I didn't do anything. I would rather give to Tyra than her, right? Very that. Yeah, no, I'm glad there's people that didn't give, because I think, like I said, there's plenty of people who really just had a bad feeling about her in general. Oh, there is my boyfriend already calling, coming at the door. So I will let you guys go. Everyone have a great night. Everyone, thank you so much who donated tonight. Really, for real. Like, he was able to get me pizza puffs because of that. And I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I will definitely let you know on my community post if you'll be expecting a video about me reacting to Shelly. All my moderators, you guys are fucking amazing. Thank you so, so, so much. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I'll do it live in the next couple days. Have a good one, guys. Peace out, Girl Scout.